Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. Wait, you didn't do the Do it again. Wait.
Ah.
No, you got to cheers first.
Oh, just fucking cheers. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. It has been almost 2 years. The last time we did this, I think, was my wedding.
I was
Finally,
75 pounds lighter too, as you could tell.
there's a lot to catch up on. I do have a list. I have a list of the things that have gone on in the last couple of years. Off
Be
the top of
careful with the list.
my, huh?
What's the list?
All right.
Be careful with the list.
Okay, I'll be very careful with the list. I don't think you're gonna like the list. Okay.
Got that right.
Yeah. We have 6 month tummy ache. Moved out. We got a big loan with interest. Vinny's bachelor party. Breaking the rule at Vinny's wedding. I hacked your IP address. You got engaged. And then you sent.
Why? Do it again and say the list again, but I don't want fucking. You're more obsessed with I should be talking about. It's actually very weird.
Let's go with the 6 month tummy ache. You had a tummy ache for 6 months.
Can we start all over with the list and go back? Listen, I'm all in to do this. Just start all over with the list and don't name. I promise I will answer all your questions. Just say the list all over again. Without those answer every other question. If you could start the list over, I'd do it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna beep the other things out.
Oh, okay. Then do that then.
So
Okay.
let's talk about the 6 month tummy ache.
I didn't have a 6 month tummy ache. I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that from. Maybe it's your dementia. I was sick for a couple of months. I had a really bad norovirus. That was the worst I've ever been sick in my entire life. I had burning in my intestines. If like somebody lit a match or a lighter under my intestines, I was having shit tons of diarrhea like 12 times a day. I was very sick. And it wasn't pleasant, but it wasn't 6 months. I was sick for about a good 2 to 3 months on and off. I had to go like on intestinal medicine for a couple of months. Like it was really bad. It's actually really concerned because I've never been that sick before. It was actually fucked up, really bad.
Big
And
tummy ache.
I didn't have a tummy ache. Thanks.
Next, the big loan with interest.
Oh, Paul. I don't want to get into that.
Okay.
I want to be the bigger person and not get into that.
Breaking the rule at Vinny's wedding.
We could talk about that. In September, Vinny had a beautiful wedding in his backyard. Vinny and Erica. I want to specify Erica too. Vinny and Erica have a really big backyard where they are. Beautiful house, beautiful backyard. And they had all tents decked out, about 188 people there. And they had like rented out like a trailer of bathrooms. Like they had sinks in there. It was 2 stalls.
The story, the important part is that they had like really, really nice set up bathrooms.
I just said that. I literally just
It
said
wasn't
that.
just like you're saying trailer, and it was a trailer, but your
You did
trailer,
not. I'm
trailer
not.
kind
I'm
of
not saying.
undersells it. It were very nice bathrooms. There was like moldings and like granite countertops in the bathrooms. So like it wasn't just like a run of the mill.
I wasn't. I wasn't saying it like that. It's just a fucking trailer, like you going camping. It was they had all nice things in there.
I
I
know.
said sinks. They had stalls in there. It was clean. It was really nice. So to answer
And it was a great opportunity to use the bathroom at a wedding. Go ahead.
so my parasite cousin, likes to bring up old shit to make people feel worse than what they are. So I was sick and I was on antibiotics, and
Tummy
for
ache.
a lot of people, antibiotics doesn't agree with a lot of people and it ruins your gut. So, I didn't know this, and this is the truth, that I didn't hear Vinny say that the bathroom was off limits in the
Inside
house.
the house.
Sorry, I'll rephrase
There
that.
was one rule at the wedding. The one rule at the wedding was do not go into the house. 180
I
something
have
people
and I
there.
have and I have traits of autism, and I remember, for the most part, to be fair, and I'm not tooting my horn, a lot of things. I do remember the fact after that when he yelled at me and said, "That was one rule, don't go in the house," and I wasn't there. Now, where I was coming from, I just made it to the wedding. That weekend we had a nor'easter. It was effing raining and windy. It was freezing. It was
Don't
just
curse.
Sorry, you're right. It was a fluke of a weekend. It was the end of September and the weather was starting to change, so we had a nor'easter. So I had to go to the bathroom. I couldn't find Vinny. He was belligerent. Couldn't find Derica. So I went to the bathroom. I didn't think it was going to be that deep. I went back out and Vinny was really drunk and he probably, as I've said in the past in the show, Vinny's very loud when he speaks, but also very soft spoken. And and I've heard him
Oh,
scream
okay.
before in the past, but he like yelled. He had every right to be mad. I apologized to him. I tried to explain to him what was going on. I said I didn't want to blow up the bathroom. My stomach was killing me and I should have asked, but I honestly I couldn't find any of you both. So I had to go. So to cover my ass, not like I was hiding something, I went to Erica. I said, listen, blah 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 blah. She looked at me like the face she lifts, like I don't give a shit. Like I understand. I'm not gonna go further in detail what we spoke out of the privacy to her. She says, I understand. I'll just leave it at that. I understand. I said, okay, no problem. I just wanted to run it by you. I get the next day that you're a pussy. You ran to Erica. Why'd you do that? You ran to her because you know she won't get mad at you. How come we didn't go to Vinny? I
Who
said, I
told you
tried.
that?
Artie Short.
No, no. Who said that you ran to Erica?
You
Oh, okay. I did say that, but I also you even kind of half knew that I was just saying that to get you going.
you look pretty serious to me.
All right, well, it couldn't have been looked because I was on a flight at 6 something a.m. the next morning, so you didn't see me.
I'm talking about like before I left, you seemed very annoyed. And like we
Annoyed.
were at the dessert, we were at the dessert section at the back end of the tent. Like not where we first walked in with the tables, where the food was in the back.
I don't remember honestly. Well,
I believe you.
Joe and
Believe
I
that.
were taking we got to it. So
Yeah, you guys were there early in the morning in Mike's apartment taking pictures and everything.
mhm.
Everyone was there. Everyone was there. Where was I? Nowhere to be found. Wasn't
Now
invited.
here we go.
That was a victim act. That alone. But it was half kidding too, but I was half serious because that's just it's been like that since the years I've met them. Everyone was in that basement. He apologized to me, and I was wrong. And I said, listen, I'm sorry. Blah 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 blah. I should have asked. I couldn't find you, and that was really
So
it.
which is it? You didn't know, or you should have asked and you couldn't find him? Because you're saying both. You're saying I didn't know, and then you're saying, well, I should have asked.
One, say that again one more time.
So I'm skipping kind of all over the place, but we need to get through 2 years of stuff. What are the notable points that happened through the last 2 years? And I'm probably forgetting some. My memory is shot, as you know. Um, one, another one is I hacked your IP address.
Yeah, so like a long story short, I'm gonna try to as much as possible. Paul sent me, Paul likes to play a lot of, Dr. Phil psycho. Well, I shouldn't say Dr. Phil, cut that out because I like him. There's a lot Paul plays a lot of psychological head games. So he knew I was at work. So he sent me a Mike Piazza link from like home run when he hit the home run when 9/11 and big home run in the franchise history. So I was rushing. I didn't really seem to realize. And on the bottom, it didn't say YouTube. It sent some other link. So I rushed. I clicked it and I'm like, something's wrong. So the thing is like a bar, like a buffer thing loading. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And then he hacked my IP address, but again, too, he didn't really, I mean, he just knows what tower I'm signaling from, and then he likes to play these head games with me. I know you're on this. I know you're doing this. Where are you? What's this? It's like, it's actually, I'm not laughing. It's actually like very weird and disturbing that it's like, at first I was serious because I'm not into IT like he is. I got a little nervous at first. I'm like, well, what the hell's wrong with this guy? And it really bothered me.
Also, I
You know,
can just tell when you're home from work early or when you called out of work because I can see
that's
yourself. I can see what you, I can see your signal is pinging from a certain tower that's closer to your house. So when you go to work, it's pings from a different tower. So I can just check those.
very weird that you get a hard on from that. I
I
think
like technology and I like getting you aggravated for very silly things. So yes,
well,
that's a nice little overlap there.
here's the thing, because I want to be clear when I say this. I love having fun. I love joking around. I
Mm.
love
And
like
committing tax fraud, which is our next thing.
no, we're not talking about that.
But Papa
Um,
Gut was involved, and we need to talk about that one because that's pretty
I
good.
don't. don't want to talk about the tax fraud thing in general because then he's going to put my address up. He's going to say who
He's
I'm.
not gonna put your address up.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
I I Pud,
You
you
told me he
know
was sending me a gift in the mail. I didn't even get a gift. Like I sound like a
I didn't
dummy.
say he was sending you a gift. What happened was
He did.
he no Papa Gut was joking and sent Pud an email that said from the IRS service. Now the IRS stands for Internal Revenue Service. So the
Oh,
service wouldn't what?
no, really?
Right. So that would say the Internal Revenue Service. So that would not that red flag already, right? That like the subject was something about tax fraud or whatever, and Pud was losing his mind, like freaking out, thinking that he committed tax fraud when he obviously did not. Pud,
Here we go. Found it. April 26th.
April 26th. So Pud was very angry with me because I gave Papa Gut Pud's address. And he said, "Why would you give Papa Gut my address?" And I said, "I don't know. He's your friend. I thought he might have been sending you a gift." So I didn't say he was sending you a gift. I just said maybe he thought maybe, he was sending you a gift. That's why he wanted your address. That's why I gave it to him.
Yeah, and you know what I said?
No, I don't remember.
You should have asked me first.
I
Because
should
that's
have,
like me
but
giving
I
your
know
address
Papa Gut
out
is
without.
gonna do something silly and funny, and it's gonna be fun.
It's like that's like me giving your address to someone who you barely even know, and like,
Oh,
why would you
you barely know Dan? I thought you
call?
worked with him for years.
I did. I love Dan. That's not the point. The
So
point
so
is,
if I love somebody, give them my address. Put
I
that
would
on
still,
record.
I would still ask you out.
This past weekend was Vinny's birthday party. I was supposed to go, got a plane ticket last minute. I just got back from Europe. I was like contemplating driving.
It was so
Oh,
wonderful not talking to you for 2 weeks.
nice. Couldn't make it, but you were there, and it appears you had five churros,
I did. They were delicious,
and
fabulous.
you ate at the parents' table.
Yes, I ate at the parents' table because there was no other seats to sit around. And Erica's mother and father, who I've known for a little bit now, are very nice people. And they asked me to sit with them with my fiance. And we were talking for a little bit. And as people were getting up, I just sat back down with everyone else. But everyone was doing their own thing. Everyone was spread out in the house and near the fire pit, near the patio. So I'm very happy that your 30-year-old friend, which we know it was Mike, because nobody else, well, I'll rephrase that.
Best
They
friend
all
Mike.
sure, if that makes you happy. Best friend Mike. Best friend Mike had to tell you at almost 30 in a couple of months, well, less than a couple of months. Had to tell you that. But yes, I sat with Erica's mother and father, who are very, very nice people.
They are very nice people. I stayed at their house one time.
Yes, I like her mom.
Or you don't like your dad?
I like her dad. I like both of
Why are you
them.
saying it like that?
I don't know. I'm being an asshole. I got engaged. Yes, I got engaged about a month ago. Very happy. Love my
A month
fiance.
ago.
Almost a month ago. A couple weeks ago. A couple weeks. It feels longer. 2 weeks ago.
You haven't had Dunkin' in how long?
April was a year.
Okay. So you haven't had Dunkin' in a year. You quit smoking or buying packs of cigarettes.
September will be 2 years. September will be 2 years.
How often did you used to drink Pepsi? How many cans a day?
Oh, 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 this is a trap. Um,
Trap test
a,
corner.
a lot, a lot. I used to. I don't
Let's get over under six.
dependent on the day, but a
Over
big
six a day.
depending on the day, yes, but overall, yeah. I would drink that and coffee, and I would feel like complete shit. Obviously that's just a no-brainer. You're drinking all caffeine and sugar and shit. First
But
of all, I don't.
now
But first of all, I don't know how I didn't have diabetes. With the blood work twice, I don't have diabetes. Actually, my everything's good. Now I don't drink Dunkin'. Cut down on my Pepsi intake. Drink a hell of a lot more water.
how many Pepsis per day now? Be honest.
3, 3 to 4 sometimes.
Now
But
the rest of this we're gonna get into some deeper questions that really just dive into who Pud is. He's grown as a person. We love to see it. This is serious now. What difficult thoughts or emotions come up most frequently for you?
Repeat that again. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. I get nervous with you.
Don't
I
get
don't
nervous.
know.
I don't care.
It's only you I get nervous with. I don't know. I can't answer that.
Oh, okay, let's start a podcast. Describe a choice you regret and did you learn from it?
I don't know how to answer that.
What parts of daily life cause stress, frustration, or sadness?
You. I don't know how to answer that.
What go-to coping strategies help you get through moments of pain?
I don't know.
What do you fear the most and have your fears changed throughout life?
Can you repeat that again?
What
Fears the most? You're my fear. And what changed? Just learning how to just understand that's just how he is, and that's how his brain is, and it's never going to change. And you just need to adapt to it and just accept it.
if I'm 10 hours away, the biggest fear in your life, you have a very easy life.
It's the mental part of it.
If we're being serious, I'm the biggest fear in your life.
Yes.
What are three things that can instantly disrupt a good mood and bring you down?
Head games, two-faced bullshit, being told things that make you happy and they don't mean it.
Now let's get some positive things. Describe your favorite thing to do when you're feeling down.
Describe your favorite thing to do when you feel. Listen to Christmas music. I know that's all severely autistic, but I like it.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Whatever. It is what it is. You asked. I'll go
What
watch reruns on the Met games from like 20 years ago.
what three ordinary things bring you the most joy?
Making people happy, seeing the people who I love are doing well for themselves. And what was to say that I'm sorry, what was the question again?
How did you name two things and then forget the
I
question?
forgot. I don't know. My head.
What do you most want to accomplish in life?
I don't know. Can't answer that. Next question.
That
Answer them. I know how to answer them, but I'm not in a good headspace right now to answer those questions.
why?
Just I'm not. My head's spinning. This gives me severe anxiety, this podcast. You're not doing anything. That doesn't mean that you have to do something.
Um, how do you use your personal strengths and abilities at work?
Don't know how to answer that.
How do your coworkers recognize your strengths?
I don't know. I can't speak for them.
How do you think that they do?
I guess. Okay.
How do they?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
How does work fulfill you and does it leave you wanting more?
I guess.
Part of the workday do you most enjoy?
My break.
What values do you consider most important in life?
Commitment. Trustworthy. Staying by your side.
How about this? Explore an opinion or two that you held in the past but have since questioned or changed. Have you ever changed your mind on anything?
Sure.
Like what?
9/11 was an inside job. Um,
Finish the sentence. My life would be incomplete without blank.
my fiance.
Oh, that's cute. All right. Well, what do you want? What do you want to leave our viewers with? Or your viewers, really? Why should they continue watching?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they see in this. I really don't know what they I don't
It's you, dude. I promise you it's you.
it has nothing to do with me. I don't know what they
It's the
see.
podcast. We got less than a minute left, so
Oh my God, hallelujah. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll be back next week. Let's see. Maybe.
what do you think? Chance?
Probably probably not.
Why not?
I don't really like this shit.